Today is just another vlog day, and I'm looking at the clouds over here, and it is going to be amazing.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better.
Greetings all. Yeah, it's another vlog day today, but I'm going to say one thing is, I've got it this morning, and I've looked at this, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm in for a right treat today. And weather-wise, for once, the app got it right. I've got a lot of dark cloud coming in. I don't want to go down that way, or shall I just go up that way? And do you know, I'm not going to go that way because it might be a bit slippy. So yeah, I was saying, yeah, it's going to be mostly cloudy, but I knew there was going to be breaks in the cloud where I wanted them to be. So it was all good. Walking uphill, I'm out of breath. So, but unsure where I wanted to go though. So hopefully I'm going to choose wisely. But once I get up here, I'll show you this. I think we're in for a treat.
And for the first time in a long time, I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.
So, what are we discussing today? Nothing. Other than how beautiful sunrises can actually be. Great start of the day, that one. I've just set up his first one, and the battery light's flashing already. Anyway, should be able to get his first one off, and then I'll get the battery quickly changed over. Anyway, the first one, this composition, I really do like this one, because you've got like this pathway, but it's leading from, it's not a pathway, but it's a bit of concrete really leads out to the sea. It's coming from that lower left third. I've got the horizon is on that top third. The red out there is immense. It is beautiful, really is absolutely beautiful. Sea's nice and calm, so not too bothered about that really, but it's nice and calm. And I've also got 4 fishermen down there. I thought, but actually I like it. ISO 400, still in the blue hour. F11, and the shutter speed is, if we can get it up, is a 1/4 of a second. And this is one of the things is that with, especially with sunrises, is that when you've got the cloud cover that like it is at the moment, which is changing all the time, because there's quite a fair bit of it around, very moody over there, lovely and scenic over there, is that everything changes, you know, and it's always advisable. One thing that I definitely say to do when you're out doing the sunrises is don't leave too soon, because it changes so much. And it's like now we're starting to get the reds and the orange start to disappear. We start to get more whites as it comes up. So the whole scene that you've got just changes massively. Change the composition just a bit slightly. So I'm still doing this one in portrait, and I'm going to flip it around and do it in landscape as well. And just zoomed in that a little bit more, just to get the guys that are fishing a bit more closer to that lower left corner. Yeah, a little which one I'm going to prefer. I'll see when I get home. Right, just shot number 2, doing it in portrait. Same sort of competition, but it gives you a bit more of the sky, which is looking fabulous. It really is. So again, ISO 400 f11, and it should be brightened up a bit. So this is now on a 15th of a second. Obviously, as that sun rises, your exposure is going to change rapidly, and that shutter speed is going to decrease. And also today as well is that we're going to go and check out a specific route and location. So I'm heading back to the car, but it's just actually for a bit of a future session up there. And one of the things, I've never seen any photographs taken from this location, which isn't filling me much confidence, but I want to check it out myself, because just because some people don't see anything doesn't mean to say other photographers don't. So it's a bit of a whirl, and basically I've got to get all the way over here. No, I'm not walking all the way there. My car's just down here. So, here I am, walking up this bit of hill, and I've got no idea where I'm going, but I do have a very handy app on my phone called OS Maps. It helps. You're going to have to excuse me because there's going to be a lot of panting, because this is all uphill. But there's many reasons why I wanted to do this. And the main reason is because oh my god, that view is immense. Yeah, breathe for a minute. The reason I wanted to do this was because I've got to come up here when it's dark. So I want to know where I'm going before a chance to do it in the dark. Obviously I'm going to have torch and stuff with me, but that's beautiful. But yeah, it's just more about knowing where I'm going in the dark. So if the conditions are all right, I've seen some pretty nice places, to be honest with you, to do a shoot from. But yeah, it's more about, I want to know where I'm going and how long it's going to take me. Really important, because if you're doing a sunrise and right, hold my breath back a bit now, as I was saying. Because it's really important if you're doing sunrise, you get there before, you're not really late, do you? So, see how long it takes me. Add a bit of time on, because obviously it's going to be dark and other stuff. And well away. So yeah, that's why you do it. And to be fair, one thing I will say to do is to do that. Check out places first, especially the places where you haven't been before. Because then that way, you're not going to be late, you know where you're going. And I mean, even though I live here, I've never been up here. Right, I'll see you at the top. I had no idea I was actually bloody walking through a field full of sheep. Anyway, yeah, this was the reason why I came up here, is for this thing. Yeah, because you can actually see it from, you know, pretty much anywhere in Swanage. And I thought, I've never actually been up this part. I've been down the other and over here, which is where I'm going to be heading in a minute. And I've been over this end, but I've never been here. So I thought, come up and have a look, see what this thing is. And it was my actual sister. She was down during the summer, and she stayed in Allwild campsite, which is, yeah, it's actually, it's just below this little bit down here. And she asked me what it was. I said, I don't have a freaking clue. So I said, I'll come up here and have a look. There it is, Trace. I'm not going to set the tripod up for this one. I'll do this one handheld. Not too sure how it's going to come out, but it wouldn't help if I turned. One of the things when you're on a tripod is you turn your image stabilisation and off, and of course some manual focusing as well. You got to remember to turn them back on again. I'm still on ISO 400 because it's we've got a lot of dark clouds around us, so it's keeping it quite dark. So I've kept the ISO up a bit. F11, and the shutter speed was 160th of a second. But I'm looking down here, there's not much of a line in there. There is a bit of a path. I'm just hoping I can bring it out a bit more in post. As I'm descending down this very, very huge hill, we'll see you on the next one. So take care, stay safe. I'll see you soon.